Hello everyone, welcome to my Whispering Diaries, a place where stories don't just entertain, they breathe, whisper, and sometimes follow you into the dark. Tonight's tale is one of those stories, so sit back, keep the lights dim, and listen closely. This is the door that only opens at midnight. In the old neighborhood of Noor Lane, there was a house no one entered anymore. People passed by quickly, children avoided walking near it, and elders warned, "Don't go near the red door. It only opens at midnight." Most people laughed it off, except Zayan. He wasn't scared, he was curious, and curiosity can be dangerous in places where mysteries sleep lightly. The first midnight, it started on a cold October night. Zayan couldn't sleep. The wind outside howled like it was calling names. He looked out his window just as the clock struck 12 a.m. That's when he saw it. The old red door across the street slowly unlocked itself. The sound was soft, like an exhale. The door didn't swing open, it only cracked, just enough to show darkness inside. Zayan blinked. Inside that darkness, something moved. Not a person, not an animal, something else entirely. He stepped back from his window, trembling, and then he heard it. But the knocking wasn't coming from the house, it was coming from his room. Zayan froze. The knocks came again, from inside his own cupboard. He gathered all his courage and slowly opened it. Nothing, just clothes hanging, but carved inside the wooden door of the cupboard were words he had never seen before. "Don't open it." His heart dropped. Who carved it? When? Why? He slammed the cupboard shut, but sleep never came that night. Zayan told himself in the morning it was a dream, a bad one. But the next night, at exactly 12 a.m., the door across the street unlocked again. But this time, the crack opened wider, and this time, Zayan saw something clearly. A hand, slowly sliding out, thin, almost transparent, like smoke trapped in human shape. Zayan stepped back from the window in fear. Then he noticed something worse. That same smoky hand was now behind him, touching his shoulder. He turned around slowly, heart pounding, breath frozen. No one was there. The hand dissolved into air. But on his desk, written in dust, appeared new words. "Don't watch it." The third midnight, 3 warnings, 3 midnights, 3 chances to stop. But Zayan couldn't. He waited the third night, staring at the red door, heart racing. This time, the door didn't just crack open, it swung wide. Cold air rushed out of the house like it had been sealed for centuries. And inside, Zayan saw a long hallway, hundreds of candles burning, and at the very end, a small child, standing still, staring straight at him. The child lifted a finger and pointed directly at Zayan's window. Zayan's blood ran cold. He whispered, What do you want?" The child opened his mouth, but instead of words, a soft wind blew out, carrying a whisper. Zayan couldn't move. His feet were frozen to the ground. The whisper repeated louder, and the candles in the hallway suddenly disappeared one by one, racing towards the door like someone was running at inhuman speed. The darkness reached the entrance, and the door slammed shut. The final midnight. That night, Zayan woke up to cold breath on his face. He whispered, scared, "Who are you?" A small voice answered from beside him, "The boy you saw." He forced himself to turn. A pale, translucent child sat on his chair, eyes sad, hands shaking. "I didn't call you to hurt you," the boy whispered. "Then why?" Zayan asked. The ghost child looked at him with empty eyes. "Because I can only be freed when someone refuses to enter." Zayan didn't understand. The boy explained. "Everyone who sees the door open eventually goes inside, and when they enter, they stay forever." Zayan whispered, "I didn't go." The child smiled weakly. "That's why I chose you." Suddenly, the room lit up with a blinding white flash. Zayan shut his eyes, and when he opened them, the boy was gone. The house across the street was gone. Only an empty plot remained. Some doors open at midnight, but not every door should be crossed. And sometimes the bravest thing you can do is not enter.